So David and I have made a mistake.
Day number 3 of the Camino is under our belts. We are now in Pamplona, and we are so happy to be here. It is a gorgeous city. The entrance to the city, when you enter, is just beautiful. You're underneath the city walls. They're huge and towering above you. It's really a fantastic place to and a city to enter. So we came from Zubiri to Pamplona, and that is 21.8 kilometers, and it took us 29,000 steps. So it's the same distance that we had walked the day before, but 4,000 less steps. So that tells you a little bit about how much easier it is. Now, don't be fooled. I've heard the third day is flat. Don't worry about it. It's not flat. There are a lot of hills up and down, but compared to the first 2 days, it is so much easier, and there are a lot of sections that actually are flat. It is beautiful. You'll be walking on all different kinds of trails. There are skinny hiking trails, there are roads. You'll be walking along a highway for a tiny section. You're going through a lot of towns. So a lot of variety along the way, and the countryside, again, is beautiful. So we are staying at the Plaza Catedral in Pamplona, a really cute little place. The cost was $42 for both of us. We are in a dorm room, but we were really lucky. There were 2 beds on the end, kind of tucked around the corner, and we got those 2 beds, so we were really happy about that. Really super friendly people putting it all together. For meals today, we really didn't spend much of anything because we had bought yogurt and bananas and apples, and we had a sandwich left over from the day before. So throughout the day, we just snacked on those kinds of things. Tonight, though, we are splurging a little bit. We're meeting some other people that we met, and they wanted to go to a nicer restaurant. So we are going, I don't know the name of it. We'll put the name here. It's about $25 a plate for a 3-course meal plus wine. We are really looking forward to that because we don't go out very often. We eat at grocery stores a lot. So that'll be a really nice experience for us. But that was day 3.
So David and I have made a mistake, and I am here to tell you all about it so that you do not make the same mistake. And it is very simple. Bring enough charging cables for whatever equipment you bring, anything that needs to be charged, make sure you bring enough of them. So David and I travel full time together. We kind of know what our needs are, but what we didn't take into account is that, in normal life, we have more than one charging outlet. And so, we can have our computers charging over here and our phones charging over there. But here on the Camino, because we, tried to bring as little as possible, we only brought one outlet, or one charging station. It's a new one for us that we're trying out. It's a 65-watt charger, which is great. It's enough to fast charge a phone, and it's got multiple ports in it. But what we've learned, and I knew this intellectually, but I didn't really put it into practice, is that when you charge multiple things into it, of course, then it's not a fast charger anymore because it divides that 65 watts into everything that you have plugged in. The other issue that we're having is that, in normal life, our needs are kind of staggered. He might charge in the morning, I might work in the afternoon. But here on the Camino, we walk all day, and then we get into the albergue, and of course, we want to charge everything all at once. So it has been a little bit of an issue. I mean, not a big deal, but it's just one of those things that's kind of annoying. Now, for us, we have our computers with us as well as 2 phones. So we have 4 devices that we're trying to charge all at the same time. And this just has not worked so well. Now, for you, I definitely recommend, number 1, do not bring a computer. You do not probably need it. We needed it because we're editing videos and we're doing some work. And so we needed to have them. I recommend don't do that if you don't need it. Your phones, you're probably going to want to have a phone with you. And so you're going to want to have that charger at least. And if you're a solo person, then maybe one outlet is fine for you. But if you have any other devices, we've got another camera that we have to plug in. We have a few options that we can fix this with. I do have a portable charger that I use for my phone on, on travel days. I have not pulled that out yet. The only reason I haven't, it's good for a couple of charges on my phone, but once I use it, then I have to start remembering to charge that up. And, like I said, we've got the camera, we've got a microphone that we have to charge. So we've got enough things. I haven't used that yet. Probably if this becomes more than an annoyance, what we're going to end up doing is stopping off at an electronics store and just buying another charger outlet. Now, the advantage of that is right now, all our stuff is American type plugs. Here in Europe, they use a different style plug, so we do have an adapter with us. Now, I only brought one adapter because I didn't think I was going to need more. We've got others, but they're, sent ahead to Santiago. So if we bought one that could work with European style outlets, it means we would probably only use it here on the Camino, but it probably isn't all that expensive. We might end up doing that if we need to. Of course, that option is going to be there for you too if you find you don't bring enough. But if you can just plan ahead and bring all of the charging capabilities you're going to need, you're going to be better off and not have to worry about it. Just something to think about before you come, just to make sure you're prepared. Buen Camino.
Today